So, a couple of weeks back, I promised to give you some headcanons and hints and stuff like that I never got to use. So, yeah, here they are. The first couple of hints I'd like to mention are some hints from the Fashion Week event of 2019, I believe. Like, for example, the many mentions of horses being allowed in Jorvik City. So, because this was mentioned several times in this event, I started thinking that maybe they are hinting a future update. Maybe they have in their plans to allow us to ride to Jorvik City. So that could mean a lot of stuff. Maybe they're expanding the map so that we can actually ride into Jorvik City, or maybe we can bring our horse on the bus or something. I just really felt like they were hinting something here, which I don't know. It's been 3 years. And it still hasn't happened, so I don't know. Another dialogue that really stuck out to me in this event was when the Baroness mentioned her racetrack. The Baroness was the only one who mentioned it at this event, but the way she said it really made me think. I really got the impression that they're hinting something with the last sentence, like, for example, that the racetrack is not going to be finished until she's on her deathbed. What's interesting about this one, though, is that we recently got a new hint in the New Year's post that said that she was gonna finish a racetrack. So it sounds like there's gonna be some answers real soon. The third thing from this event that I found really interesting is more of a fun fact than a theory or a hint, because it is the mention of Syntax going to Star Academy. That's a real fun little Easter egg for older players, and I really wish there were more stuff like this now. But anyway, moving on from the Fashion Week event, we also have some other hints in main story dialogue that I have questioned. Specifically, it's a scene where Evergrey mentioned a cure for the Pandorian sickness. He says, "In my travels, I sought a cure that would allow others to follow in my footsteps without succumbing to the sickness. I was close to finding it, but alas." You hear that? He was close to finding it. Meaning that it should probably be possible to find a cure for Pandorian sickness. In my opinion, maybe we are the key to finding a cure, because we can enter Pandoria whenever. Regardless, it's pretty weird to include this in a dialogue when there is no cure. Surely there is a cure. They are hinting something here, I'm certain. I always am. Moving on, I want to mention something that a couple of people have sent me that I find really interesting, but I can't for the life of me find an explanation for. And that is the blood sky in Pandoria. So basically, there are people out there who have recorded evidence of the sky in Pandoria changing color to red. It kind of looks like the color palette of a shadow seeker. I have never experienced this myself. I have no idea what kind of circumstance this is. But apparently this happens to a lot of players, and I really wonder why. So I've been curious about that for a very long time, but I've never seen anyone talk about it, and I can't find any information on it. So I don't know if this is a bug, but it's certainly interesting. Another little fun thing that people have sent me is the fact that if you run multiple times into the Darko portal, you will get an exclusive image of Pandoria. People who have said this to me have questioned what my theories are regarding this, but I don't really have any. Maybe it's just an Easter egg or a fun little thing that you can do, but I don't know if it has anything to do with the main story. It's definitely a cool touch, but I don't know if it's anything more than that, but it's pretty cool. And I thought I'd share it since there's not a lot of people talking about it. And of course, I've saved the best thing for last, my own personal headcanon. So, you know how I like the original games and comics? Yeah, in the Star Academy comics, there's this one frame. It is my favorite frame of all the comics because it's just hilarious. This guy is definitely a worshipper of Garnock. I have made it a meme in my Discord server and people love it. Every time I bring it up though, people keep commenting how that must be Darko. Well, my headcanon is that this is what brought Darko to Jorvik. I would very much like to believe that this is Darko, that he applied to Star Academy, got rejected, got a job at Darko, and next thing you know, he's the villain. What's really funny about this though is that it's not even that far-fetched, because Darko is definitely a person who would attend Star Academy if he could. He has proven to be very into fashion and modeling, and one of his hobbies includes strutting. So him applying to Jorvik's School of Performing Arts doesn't sound very out of character, does it? It even kinda looks like him. So yeah, I would very much like for this to be what happened. Anyway, that was all the hints and headcanons and mini theories that I had lying around that I have not been able to use for anything. Now they're out there in the open and anyone could use them to build on them and make proper theories and figure stuff out in the game. So I think that would mark the end of this video. Please leave some comments, tell me what you think, what kind of hints and headcanons you have. And of course, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, if you did, I'll see you around. Bye!